Hello, you are listening to a live podcast of the Regular Features podcast live in Nottingham. We apologise in advance for the quality of the audio sound of this live podcast. The live podcast recording did not record, so we had a camera for this live podcast. If you're not watching this on YouTube, you can watch this live podcast in video form, and it may make more sense. We do make sure, we hope, you enjoy this live podcast.
Welcome to episode 162 of Regular Features, and expect a round of applause this time. I didn't say it right, but they did what I said anyway.
We'll dub it in anyway. We are live in Nottingham, in Logs Pub, the King Billy. We might have mentioned it. Steve's not here this week because he is doing stuff with his parents, amazingly.
Probably taking notes of the shit things his dad is saying.
After all the shit his dad has said, I'm amazed he chose to spend a weekend with them rather than us.
Well, I said to him, like, why didn't you bring him to the podcast? And I think for a second he was like, yeah, I could, and then he fucking no way. Absolutely not, mate.
So he can't be here, so you're going to have to live without him. But I've got a feature.
Someone at the front said that Steve was their favourite earlier. Literally as we were about to fucking start with this. So that was nice. Where's Steve? He's not here. He's my favourite. Oh, well. If you weren't pregnant, I'd punch you now.
My dear friend Sarah, the mother of my goddaughter, recently told me that Steve was her favourite as well, so fuck Steve. Anyway, before we go into your feature, Matt, I've got a pre-feature. I'm going to stop doing the pop-pops. No more pop. Come on, an angle. How deeply did you scour my flat upstairs for podcast content?
Podcast content.
Did you notice anything? Was anything up there that you wanted to say, that's interesting?
Had you set up like some sort of like content-based traps?
There's two things which I've thought, if they notice that, they say, log, that's odd, isn't it?
Well, I saw you having a piss in the sink.
I'm on record as approving.
But like, I walked in on you pissing in the sink. It wasn't like there was someone using the toilet.
Saves on flushing. It's saving. And also the cooling feeling of porcelain against balls.
Is that how you reward yourself at the end of every shift? It's like,
I can't wait to press my balls against some porcelain.
that's fucking.
It was in that room. On the side of the bath. Did any of you sit down? Did any of you have a shit up there?
Too busy looking at you pissing in the sink, mate.
I didn't know. Well, there was all the stuff I noticed in your flat were just like, that's just classic log. Like there was like lots of picture frames that still had the wrapping and prices on just strewn across the floor. And then you had like, you know, your kind of Xbox and PlayStation 4 plugged into a big telly, and then inexplicably on the table in front of it, one of the only things on the table was a small pot of chili powder and like a pepper grinder. So like, of course, Log has been putting chili and pepper onto.
Yeah, I know that over.
This is all normal to me. I would never. I've never looked at that and gone, oh god, what if they've done that? I'm gonna have to pretend this is podcast content. I was thinking more of the small bottle of wine and the douche. On the side of the bath is like, I think, I'm going to go to the toilet, I'm going to shit, I'm going to make this a night in, a little treatment. I knew I couldn't do it. I knew I couldn't pretend I'd put it there on purpose to just make no, it was just there.
There was a really nice moment when we were upstairs, and I think like Matt and I were like a bit fucking nervous about doing this, and like Talissa was watching The Office with us, and we were just sitting there like drinking, trying to not be nervous, and Chloe, if anybody's been to a live show and seen what Chloe is, it's this fucking horrible baby with a crushed in face. But we made a part of a bunch of features, I think a live feature, and it was just in the corner in Log's flat, so we were just sitting there watching, just like really quiet, so it's like, oh, what the fuck is up with that baby? We're like, oh yeah, it's Chloe.
No amount of pulling will massage her face the right way out.
I'm all wrong, Log.
just how I am now. I want you to love me.
So what was it?
I understand if you throw me away.
What did we not notice? The wine bottle.
Douche.
Yeah, that was the main thing I wanted to get out of my system. The other thing was the fact there was an mechanical part of a car in my bed.
Why would we be going in your bed? You obviously like really expected us to go for a full-on rummage.
No, I didn't. It's just I'm a fucking shambles.
Well, I opened the drawer of your coffee table and got showered at by 2 different people. So I was like, well, I'm not fucking going into bed then, am I?
That was next on your list as well.
What jingle does anyone want us to do a jingle?
All of them.
At the same time?
I wish for 3 more wishes, fuck off.
Mines of Moria.
No, I did that last one.
Game of Thrones.
Beaches.
Yeah, we didn't do that one.
Do Game of Thrones, that's the you two.
Okay. Go.
Regular features, regular features, regular features, regular features, regular features, regular
I think when we first
do it.
I think when we first did this, we were like watching the show a lot more frequently. The beats of that song were kind of ingrained into our heads.
Which is the jingle that ends with you going, oh, that's awful.
Most of them.
Who's that all?
It was as. Right, I've got a little feature, right? Because I've been.
Good. The way you said that then, like, guys, I've got a feature.
You know, I often don't. And I've been seeing a lady now for a while. This is a £10 note. This isn't my.
That's the Queen. You got me seeing the Queen.
If all of you will pretend that I had a feature tonight, you can share this £10.
Yeah?
It's like a £1 each.
It's like when a kid in school like prints out a picture or gets like a picture of a girl in the magazine and be like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. We know that's the Queen and not your
To be
girlfriend.
fair, my other half was in the Argos catalogue for a few. I think she still is.
Of course she was, mate.
It's great. And he's like, I can keep a picture in my wallet sometimes. I used to have my own wallet. And she'd be like, this is my girlfriend. And people are like, you've torn that out of the Argos catalogue. I was doing that. Right, yeah, so kind of like had sort of an ongoing argument with my other half for about 6 years. And she thinks I'm quite weird.
I get on board with that.
I don't think I'm that weird. So I thought I'd just sort of try and settle it once and for all, whether or not I am a weird guy.
Are we talking kooky or unacceptable?
Just like
I love that you describe someone as cool. You're so cool. Get out of it.
You're trying so hard.
I think kooky's unacceptable in its own way, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
I think probably more just veering on the unacceptable, like sort of like you're not normal, you behave in a way which is abnormal. What are you doing? You freak.
I'm crying again.
You're making people uncomfortable.
We're at a wedding. We don't know these people.
You know I don't like that.
You know, that sort of stuff, yeah. So I've got a little jingle that I'm going to do for my feature.
Excellent.
Start this off.
Go.
Look at him go.
Sorry.
Am I a weird guy, or am I not a weird guy? Am I a weird guy, or am I normal? Am I a weird guy, or is it just the things that I do? Am I a weird guy, or the things that I do? Am I a weird guy? Or not? Am I a weird guy or not? Am I a weird guy? Am I a weird guy? Or is actually am I weird? Am I a weird guy? Am I a weird guy? That's it.
He was doing that all the way on the train from London to Nottingham. And it worked out, it's really nice.
So
That was beautiful.
So, thank you to Taliska for helping with the Talissa helping with the music for that.
Are you saying her name?
Talissa. Taliska.
First one was right.
Yes, I got it first right. It's fine. First answer's the right one.
Yeah. That's still good.
Yeah.
So I do some things that are a bit strange sometimes, but I don't think they are strange. Anyway, I've been having arguments with this for a while, and this is the first one. This is the big one, right? The rest of it after this feature is gonna fucking dive. You'll be like, Jesus, that feature peaked early, didn't it? I'm bored now. Fucking shut up.
I told you not to do the towel thing first.
Just keep going through it. So I have showers, right? You know, you just get yourself all wet. I do.
Come on.
And after I've got out of the shower, right, I've got a little ritual of how I dry myself after
In the
shower.
street.
And the thing about showering is I don't really spend a lot of time watching other people shower, so I don't really know how I learned to shower. But in my mind, it's just the best way.
That's not a bad point. Like, no one watches other people shower to like learn it. Yeah.
No.
You got myself on.
So my technique for showering, I thought that the best way to do this was just to sort of actually just take you through stage by stage what I do after I come out of the shower. After I come out of the shower, right? We're not fucking going there, right?
Oh.
There's a pregnant woman in the crowd. Jesus.
Don't want to get double pregnant, do you?
So before I get the towel, this is important. And basically, I'm just looking for you don't have to agree with me, but if anybody else actually does any of these things, then it would just be useful if anyone could let me know that just by sort of cheering or something. But the first I do is I get most of the water off of my body by.
If you don't do it, can you boo him?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's more about shame than
I think that's a good idea. All interaction is good interaction, probably. But first of all, I get most of the water off my body before I touch the towel, because then it's like, well, otherwise the towel will get really wet. So I sort of squeegee it. You've got a microphone, it's not loud.
What do you mean you squeegee yourself?
I mean, a squeegee it, you just sort of you just rub it all off and it all just comes off.
Do you just use your hand?
Yeah.
We're not talking about.
I've not got a fucking squeegee.
Where are you? Are you still in the
I'm still in the shower,
Still in the
yeah.
shower. Are you doing this? Okay.
And then it means by the time I get my towel, I'm basically almost dry. You know?
Use a flannel as well, it's pretty good.
Yeah, why not?
Flannel for a whole body, wouldn't it become waterlogged?
Flannels for you to be used in the shower, not after the
You rinse it
shower.
off afterwards.
Don't use a flannel in the shower. It's really inefficient. They use too much soap.
Listen, this is the fucking problem, right? Is that people get really uppity about what is right and what is not in showers.
I don't think they do.
They get stressed about it. You're fucking flannel shaming.
Yeah, that was better. Shut up.
Anyway, this is what I do after I get in the shower. Right? I'm just going to take you through it. It's really simple. It's just I get out and then I do this.
Do the
and I
squeeze. Do the squeeze.
Do you want me to hold the mic for you so you can
then
mind
do
more
the squeegee.
effectively?
So I do the squeegee, right? Get all that off, get all the hair off that, yeah. And then this is the important bit: is you get a towel, and the first thing the towel does is it goes over the head like this. You just put a towel on your head. Yeah. Right. Still on board. Okay. Now this is the bit that my other half and I get into a lot of arguments about. Is the next thing I do.
Just punch her in the face.
That. The next thing I do is this. And then I've sort of got the towel as a cape, right? And it looks like you're pretending to be Superman whilst naked. But actually, what's good about it is you're keeping your back warm, and also then you can dry your whole back just by pulling the towel around your back like a weird cape. And that's it, really. I mean, yeah, I think it's just like I've realised, I've been basically.
Hang on, no, beyond and the front.
Yeah, you did the rest of it. I mean, the rest of it doesn't matter, does it? I just get fucked off, though. I get a lot of grief for apparently pulling it down like I'm a weird cape man.
It is a bit weird.
I know it's weird, right?
You don't hurt anyone. You don't hurt anyone.
You're right, listen, right, you know it's weird, but we know what fucking everyone else does.
What?
Ah, it's fucking shit.
I'm wrong.
You look like you're doing a weird
Diagonal
dance.
back caress. It's
Yeah,
like,
like,
come on. Oh no.
why would you do that when you can literally get all of the water off in one movement?
Because you get to I don't know, it seems like you're dancing while you do it.
Yeah, but you can dance once you've done it. Once you dry, you can just dance around the flat naked. Like
feels
you're
like-
dry.
What if it didn't slide off properly though? Like if I don't know, were you like dragging it down? Yeah. Like the speed of that goes through me. Like
I don't understand what that means.
speed of it pulling it down feels creepy. It's like you're shedding your skin.
All right,
You're like a chrysalis or a pupae or something.
Now I am reborn, Emma.
well, I don't always say that.
That's like being reborn.
Kiss your butterfly.
Well, listen, I mean, the final thing is, guys, I think it's good. But the main thing is as well is that when you're doing that, sometimes you can just like let it just hang on and like it's a cape, and then you can just like walk around the house, run around the house, pretending to be Superman, but with your cock out.
This guy's like, no, absolutely not.
Try it yourself. Try it yourself.
Appalled.
Your old legs and feet are wet, and you get the carpet wet.
Well, no, but it's not.
Oh yeah, you're talking about not running around naked after a shower.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough.
You pretty much got wooden. Floors.
Yeah, I've got wooden floors. So to be
Keep
honest,
going
it's more
right
that
down.
with wooden floors, you're just gonna get fluff on your feet. You're just gonna get like there's fucking fluff everywhere. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, so think next time before you open your mouth, mate. All right.
Don't make assumptions about my fucking. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Matt Lee's got carpets. Hello. Alright, next thing I noticed that apparently I've realised recently I can't.
That bullet point on his list is called towel time.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I've also realised that I spent the whole of my life thinking that baked potatoes and just potatoes are slightly different. Where I realised
Why
that
these in your
potatoes-
shower, mate?
Just bigger. No, it's just a bit odd. I also get chastised a lot for singing on buses and trains when I've maybe had a drink, but not always. Sometimes just quietly to myself.
You sing a lot.
You
I
do.
do.
Yeah.
You find it a little bit too easy to burst into song, I will say.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
You were singing.
It is weird.
It's horrible.
You were singing. We just had dinner today, and you, as we were walking through, you hadn't even had anything to drink, but you burst into song. It was good, wasn't it?
Thanks.
Alright.
Would you like to be my girlfriend?
Because you just like fuck off.
Is it weird if you get your bum out in front of the TV?
Is it? Are you doing it at the TV?
No.
Or just indifferent to whether the TV can see you or not?
You're doing it when you've been asked to go and turn the TV on at the wall, and you turn the TV on the wall, but then you just stand in front of the TV and get your bum out so they can't see the TV. Because I just think that's brilliant.
Is your bum facing the person?
It's facing them, yeah. So they want to watch TV, but instead they have to watch your bum.
What are you doing? Are you like opening?
That was my question. I don't want to seem obsessed, so I'm glad you asked that.
Nah, not really. Just sort of standing there, going.
I've seen your ass. It's a good ass, so I'd have absolutely no problem with that.
Okay, I guess that means it's not weird.
That's wrong. No.
Okay, fine. It's weird to fucking put a towel on your back, but fine, your ass out. Yeah, and that's about it really. I mean, she gets annoyed that I've got odd names for everything. That's not my fault. That's my mum's fault. Mum calls it
Like what?
TV remote's called a blobber.
What?
Don't carry your mum's bullshit forwards in the world.
Too late. It's ingrained. And also, I do this weird thing in when I'm editing a Word document. I'm just constantly like clicking and you'll have noticed this from like Word, Google Docs. I'm just constantly clicking and dragging over text when I'm reading it. I'm just constantly like swiping. Yeah, it's like you're fucking fencing with a computer for no reason. And like, whenever people say, "Why are you doing that?" You're just like, "I have no idea. I can't not do it."
I love that we do a podcast where we can talk about clicking and dragging in Google Doc and get like. Finally, someone's tackling the big issues.
So that's it. Anyway, that's it. I mean, that's like you guys judge, jury, exclusion. I guess.
What are we saying? Is he weird?
Am I weird or not?
Does that mean we're weird?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Well, you paid to come to this, so I would hazard a guess that all of you are weird.
He drives himself like a king now.
Matt Lees, he drives himself like a king.
One day we should have a fucking feature which is who can get themselves out of the shower fully dry the fastest, and I will wipe the fucking floor.
I will win because I have talcum powder.
That's practically your catchphrase, though, isn't it?
I'm not mucking about on my phone because I was bored. I was just trying to get it. I wasn't. I loved that.
No, we are good at that. I know some podcasts do that. They like you say, "Oh, what are you doing?" It's like, "I'm playing a video game while we're podcasting." It's like,
Fuck off!
why are you doing that? We get
Doing
quite.
that.
I don't know.
Name and shame.
No.
No, we don't do it anymore.
That was an episode.
Did anyone like a jingle?
Yeah.
Any requests?
Beaches.
Preacher man.
I was really tempted to just escalate key changes there and see how you get.
How long can we make this go for?
You're doing it again, Matt.
Maybe I'm weird, or maybe the world is mean.
Then like just Keith Harrison fucking all of it.
Are you saying you're Keith Harrison, he's all?
Well, yeah. It's come out, Matt. The girlfriend thinks I'm weird.
We have to add Log's done like a fucking 9-hour shift at the really busy bar. Like when we walked in earlier, we were like, oh, we'll walk in, have a couple of beers for the show. Walked in, Log's just like, what? We're like, so we're brought you some pizza. Well, I haven't got time to eat it now.
Yeah.
Stick upstairs.
Thanks for what amounts to a gesture, Gav. I can't eat it. I'm really thankful.
He's over the fucking edge now. We're all just fucking toddler, horrible puppets to him now.
No, it's going to be fine.
I said
I'm so happy
Matt,
not to be downstairs.
I actually, since the last time that we came to this pub, outside, that's like a little winter wonderland. It's fucking lush out there.
Yeah,
nice.
There's people bloody out there as well.
Yeah, how did they get out there?
It's a rabble trying to get
you
into
can get the
high quality content.
For free, the bastards.
There's content in there.
There was content being done. Okay. So I'll do my feature.
Go on then.
You just boo.
No, I said, ooh.
Can't do it.
There was a lot of that kind of confusion in my feature, I thought, actually.
I know I said you could go don't boo anymore. Okay, so a lot of times when I'm emailing people for the purpose of this podcast, I understand that I come across as quite bad, especially in the last couple of...
You're going to defend yourself.
No, because I think how it started, how the reason I started doing this stuff is because anytime I saw there was something wrong happening, I felt like I had to save
Fucking Batman over here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Batman using Outlook.
Alfred! It's crashed again!
It's been saying sending and receiving for half an hour.
So there's this one person that I have to work with, and I should say this is not in my actual job, but freelance stuff that I do. There's one person I have to work with, and they're sort of related to the person that runs the companies, which means I have to deal with them. And you might, if you've ever listened to podcasts before, you might think that working with me is actually not that much fun, because I can be quite short on emails and in real life, and just a dick.
What?
But there's this one guy, and he's a fucking idiot. But I thought, no, because I started listening to some of the podcasts, and after some of you guys' reaction from things that I've done and emails I've sent, it felt like I've become sort of the bad guy, not Batman.
Two-Face, I think it's... That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, if anyone listened to the 2 podcasts ago, they'll know why. But I thought that I would save it and be nice to this person. I thought no matter what this person says, I'm going to be as nice as I possibly can.
I hope you told that to somebody so they could tell it to them.
I thought
And they're saying, you know, Gav's being nice to you as part of an experiment.
So just before this email exchange I'm about to read you, I should say, so basically we were making an event, and in the event we needed PlayStation hooked up to a TV screen that was going to play that footage. So just before this, the guy comes over to me and goes, Gav, this is in real life, he goes, Gav, how are we going to be able to get the game running on the telly? So I said, I don't know, a wire or something? And he said, how are we going to get the wire into the telly?
So you say this is a guy you work with, this is a guy who has a job? In tech?
This guy has a full-time job. And a wife and kid.
What the likelihood of him listening to the podcast? I'm not going to put you off, obviously.
It's happening.
That's the Gav I love.
So he said, how are we going to get this wire into the telly? And I'm just looking at him going, well, I mean, I would recommend using your hands. But if you want to go another way with it, knock yourself out. And he's looking at me and he just goes, oh, okay. And he walks off. 2 seconds later, I get an email from him.
I've got 2 hands, though.
Subject, wire, and he's marked it as urgent. And this is, so I've gone, right, whatever, I was like, whatever happens, I'm not going to reply to him as I normally reply to him. I'm just going to reply being as nice as I possibly can. He's too stupid to notice I was being mean to him or nice to him, but I won't know, so that's fine. Hi, Gav. And remember, this guy is over, basically the end of the pool room away from me. Hi, Gav. Further to our conversation about the wire.
He's learned business language.
I wanted to get your recommendations, as obviously we can't just use any old wire, can we? Or can we? Hi, John. This name's fucking not John.
This guy is the reason that places like Maplin's and Dixon's still exist.
Yeah. We went to go to Maplin's today to get a wire, and we were just looking at this wire that we had to get.
I was just laughing.
It's £9.
I couldn't help but loudly say, it makes me want to burn this building down.
Every time I go in there, I end up getting annoyed with the place, and so they think I'm a real arsehole, because I get just this wave of crossness comes over me, and I'm hunched trying to talk without spitting.
I was perfectly nice to the manager when I was buying the thing, but the rest of the time I was just walking around being like, this is a fucking shit place for shits. I'll have this, please. Because we bought the budget version of a cable to a cable headphone.
It's called Essentials.
So it's only £8 bargain.
Essential.
£8. £8. Fuck Maplin's.
Got them on board. Let's all go down there after the podcast. Bang on their shutters.
This is it's like a Bill Hicks did podcast, fuck Mappin',
He would have hated gold-plated HDMI.
I think he would have been furious. So I said, hi John, ideally we'd like to use an HDMI lead. But this any old wire you mentioned sounds like an even better fit, if I'm honest. Do you want to go buy one from any old shop?
Yes, they'll press any key. Oh, my keyboard, yeah.
I said, keep your receipt. He said, hi Gav, I think HDMI is the way to go. What's the longest they can be? Hi John.
Is the TV especially far away?
It was, that's the thing, it was far away in this event. But that's the thing, that's not an excuse.
We just wanted some fucking trivia.
Yeah, it's not an excuse.
Thank
He
you.
goes, hey John, the way I think about it, HDMI cables if you can dream them to be a mile long, then who's to say you can't buy them a mile long? I won't tell you can't, and that's guaranteed. Just be careful you don't buy a nightmare HDMI cable, as they can be, well, you know. Hi Gav, how long do you think we'll need? 2 miles. Do you need some petty cash? We do not have petty cash. Hi Gav, a bit confused by this wire stuff and the like face that's like colon and the S.
Oh yeah. That's a confused face.
What's that?
It's confused face.
How'd you do a confused face?
No, you did.
You can't do it because you need to curl your face like a fucking S.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Like you've just seen The Ring. Bit confused by this wire stuff. Will this one work? He didn't attach anything. So I emailed him back saying, John, you haven't attached a photo there, mate. And he just said, to what? To your email, John. This is when I'm trying to be nice. And like, imagine I'm just sitting there going, I'm gonna fucking knock him out. So I was like, no, I'm trying to be nice. Hi Gav, just gonna pop out and grab this wire now. Jerry said that 2 miles is way too much. So
You went above your head.
So I'm going to get something a bit smaller. The thing is, I felt a bit bad about that because I was trying to be nice, but I was like, obviously the 2 miles thing has fucking confused him. So he's had to get Jerry involved. And I said, mate, the Jerrys of this world will lead you down a path on which there is no return. Do you seriously want to be a Jerry listening man all your life? What are you saying, mate? He emailed me back going, 2 miles does seem a bit long, Gav. But you're right. I don't know why I asked Jerry in the first place.
Now he's patronising you.
The thing is though, sometimes when he was replying to me, I was just like, he must. He won't listen to regular features.
Are you sure he doesn't listen to regular features and just wants to be on?
If you met him and you talked to him for a second, you'd just be like,
yeah, one of those.
I've told him, like, what he's like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I do this live podcast. What's that? I've told you about this a million times, mate. I'm not telling you what it is again.
Can I ask what the timescale of this email exchange is? Is this all over the course of a couple of hours, or is this like 2 weeks?
No, it's just a couple of hours.
Okay, fair play.
Yeah. We need this sorted, like, for the day after.
That's why you put an urgent thing on the email.
Yeah.
It's urgent, mate.
So he's having this email conversation with you because he doesn't want to admit to anyone else that he doesn't know what's going on.
I guess
Otherwise
so.
he'd just ask.
Yeah. But then obviously
this guy's gripped with panic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. He is gripped with panic because I think he's bluffed his way into a role where, like,
background where HDMI cables don't exist.
Yeah, but have you ever been at a job where you forget, everyone's using a specific term, and then when you first start the job, you think, oh, I'll learn that. I'll learn what that term means at some point, and then like a couple of days go by and you haven't learned it. A couple of weeks go by and you're like, oh, I still haven't learned it. Months go by and you think, well, I can't ask about that term anymore because I've been saying, when people are saying, oh, Gav, like, have you got that, like, the ROI report? And you go, yeah, I'm gonna do it now. Like, it gets too far. I think basically that's happened to him since he was born.
I have the same thing with names of some customers, but
Yeah.
I can't fucking Google that.
I don't miss working with people. Like, I used to have to work in an office of people who would just get me to do things on computers.
Yeah.
Because they didn't understand it, and it would be amazing that they'd be like, "Can you make it so that this picture, the background is blue? Can you make it green?" But yeah, and they're like, and they come back the next day and say, "Oh yeah, I've got this picture, and it's got these 8 people in this group picture. Can you take these 4 of them out?" Like,
Bricks.
No. Now you probably fucking could, but like 5 years ago, you're like, no, I can't. And they're like, oh. But the other week you turned that blue thing. It's like, I think they just think they literally just put like kind of a small curtain over the computer and then just go. The photo is different.
My first ever job in the games industry was working for the Official Nintendo magazine as their video producer. And on the first day that I got there, they were like, "Oh, what we want to try and do is we want to do like videos for every magazine that comes out." I was like, oh, that's a really good idea, like a trailer. Like, yeah. Like, so for this one, we were thinking, can you make? Have you seen Inception? And I was like, I have, but I don't like where this conversation's going. He's like, well, you know in Inception when they're sitting there in Paris and then the street starts folding in, and I was like, yeah, and they're like the pages of a magazine, and he's like, yeah. It's like, can you make it like we're all sitting in the office, make a video where the office folds in on itself and it's the pages of the official Nintendo magazine. And I was like, when do you need it? They're like, oh, tomorrow afternoon? Yeah, I'm going out. It's like, when you start a first job, you just think, fuck, I'm not qualified to do this job, and I 100% wasn't. So then you just kind of want to go like, I mean, I kind of want to, but then at the same time, I don't want to like go, I'm not working for Christopher Nolan, so I don't think I should have to do this. But anyway, but that's basically this guy. You look like you're going to say something about jobs.
I was not going to say a single fucking word, Gav. I was rapt.
Okay. So I said to him, you were right to check with me about Jerry. Hi Gav, just wondering if you knew which shop I should get this wire from. I said, where would you usually buy a wire, buddy? Just think about that and you have your answer. Do you think you sell them in FOP? Do you think they'll sell them in FOP? Does anyone know what FOP is?
Yeah.
It's a fucking like budget DVD shop.
Who remembers FOP, guys?
So I replied, I was like, I'm still trying to be nice. It's like, John, I feel like I'm insulting us both here, but are you asking about a wire to connect a PlayStation to a telly, like the thing that we need? Or are you asking about the TV series, The Wire? So, because if it's the second one, we've got bigger problems here, mate. No reply about that. He says, Fort was closed, I'm heading to Denmark Street. I said, oh, that's nice, John. Any plans when you're there? Off to any old shop, I suppose. Oh, you'll enjoy that, won't you? He said, hi, Gav, I can't find any wire anywhere, so I'm heading back to the office to regroup. At this point, I was just like, I was absolutely losing my mind. Like,
You can't just given up on being nice a little while ago.
You could have given up on being nice and just helped him.
I said, okay. I said, yeah, you should come out to the office because we're all watching The Wire on the PlayStation. Have you experienced that? It's fantastic. And I was like, this is gonna fuck his little mind now. Stop being nice, sorry. No, I think I'm still being nice because I haven't just told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, I think you're like maybe a spectrum between being nice. It seems to be like polar for you. It's like if you're not telling someone to go fuck themselves, then you're being nice.
Polar, when the no end of his pole is nice.
He says, hi Gav, sorry, reading this on the go. You've got The Wire. Reading it on the go. It's like,
I'm en route.
I said, we've got them. McNulty, Rawls, even Frank Sabocca's here. Having a great time. What time are you getting back? Bunk's starving, mate. That's all Wire names, if anyone's ever watched The Wire. At this point, he tried to call me, so I ignored that, because I thought, well, I can't. When this eventually turns into a regular feature, I can't read out a phone call. Just try calling Gav. Jerry's text, asking about The Wire, but you've already got it, apparently. He said, tell Jerry to keep his fucking sticky beak out of this. You see what he might say? I'm not going to say that to him. I'm on my way back now. I said, you better hurry up, mate. Ziggy's just got his cock out in the bar. I think he's gone too far this time. That's a really weird Wire reference.
I was going to say, well, it was Quantum Leap.
He's got his cock out in the bar.
So at this point, it was getting really late in the day. So, and I know there was a Maplin. I googled there's a Maplin around the corner. So I went to Maplin and I bought the cable. Even though we can't say woo to Maplin.
He could have literally like about 4 hours before they said Maplin.
Yeah.
Go Maplin.
But he had.
But tell them what you need. They'll sell you it.
But John hadn't returned. I went to Maplin, walked back to the office.
Doesn't make you a hero again.
No, but he hadn't returned. But I felt bad because I was like, you felt bad. Well, I didn't know where he was. So sorry, we're coming to the end now. So I emailed him and I was like, fuck, he could be anywhere now. Even though he's got a wife and kid, I shouldn't have to worry about where he is and if he's safe. I just emailed him going, you alright, fella? And he says, sorry Gav, I didn't want to come back empty-handed. So I've gone back to Denmark Street. And then he said, it feels like this should have been easier than it was.
It's sad, but like he's made us another human, and that's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Terrifying.
some factories should have like labels put on the doors and shut down forever. You know?
So I felt awful.
God, that's actually eugenics, isn't it? I feel awful now. Didn't really think what I was saying until I said it, and I was like, I'm actually Hitler. Never mind.
So I said, oh, it's alright, mate, just come back now, I think we got it sorted. And his last reply, and then he got to the office, was, has someone got their cock out in the breakout area? He obviously never seen The Wire or knew what Ziggy was. He was just like, who's got their cock out in the breakout area?
Who's Ziggy?
He's in back to the fucking office, John, for fuck's sake. But anyway, that was me being nice.
Refreshing now, isn't it?
Why do I feel hollow after listening to you talk for any period of time?
When I turn it on you, that's when you need to worry.
Oh,
At the moment, you're alright. Patricia, how's things going?
Not too bad.
Any movements?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Loving it, yeah.
Do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
No.
Oh, okay. What would you
Your
like?
youngest fan?
Whatever, a baby would be good.
A baby. Fucking hope so. Is the father here this evening?
Yes.
Where is he? Why are you back there?
Lots of people.
You're like,
can't stand the fucking song of it.
he's like, no one's gonna crack on because she's pregnant. How far what was it? How far along? How pregnant are you?
Yeah. So I have 5 weeks left.
I thought you said a year at first. I was like, hang on.
I was a month premature, so it could happen.
Really?
You've just got to resonate.
Why guys, let's chant.
I was vaguely threatening. It could happen. Better not on my pub though, love.
I think it's a lovely story.
Sorry, we've got a towel.
If it's a boy, what do you think you'll call him?
Oh God, I don't know.
You've got 3 lovely names in front of you.
Frick.
Talissa. Me. And if it's a girl?
If again, don't know. Not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, you got time, we'll give you a minute.
I still can't see the guy who's got you pregnant.
You know.
It's got-
Hi. Alright? Hi. Just gonna crack on.
Right, is it time for a jingle then, I suppose?
It is.
Does anybody want a jingle? What the?
How the fuck do you do that one?
Hello, I'm Sam Beckett.
You mentioned
Hello.
Steve.
What's the music
I'm
from
Sam
that?
Beckett.
I'm Sam. Steve did this one, didn't he?
That's you. It's all you.
I'm Sam Beckett.
Do the minds of Moria, you know that.
Percent chance of me putting a spell on you because you're not.
Regular bitches.
What the fuck was that?
Theme. I couldn't remember the theme for Quantum Leap, so I just thought it was the closest thing. And
Oh, something just got pink in here.
Do you think I could go to the toilet? Or?
Yeah, time for toilets. Bring back some beer. We could have a little relax.
Alright.
Open the windows. Let's relax. Let's regroup in 5 minutes. No, so bloody
is this? Did somebody put this on the table for us? It's a little one of the yellow
Minions.
things.
Minions.
Minions, yeah. Bananas.
What's he doing now?
I don't know. It's just on the table.
He's in a big shoe.
Minions are fucking
He's my
funny.
dad. Because he adopted
He's
me.
your dad.
You know?
And that's why you bought me a minion.
For Father's Day, Daddy.
Oh,
Wow.
aren't they nice?
Wasn't Father's Day in June?
I'm Bulgarian, it's different day.
That old chestnut.
First time someone's called you daddy in the past few weeks.
In the past 5 minutes.
Oh God, daddy bear porn.
You can't just say that.
You can. It's a valid genre.
You can just say what I want to.
I don't like it myself, but thank God other people do. Anyway,
Change the lights.
what do you want? What colour?
Sexy.
Green. Sexy lights.
No.
Green!
Engaging podcast mode. Sexy lights on target. Anyway, yeah, time for my regular feature. Do you guys remember that time we went in a submarine to the bottom of the sea and found a wig?
That was such a good day.
And how you said you bet it was imbued with the soul of Richard Simmons. and I ridiculed you, said. I said the soul of a man cannot be contained in a wig. A wig that if you put it on, turns you into that man.
You did say that.
You did, but then how do you think I ended up so shrill for so many years?
Where are you wearing it?
I think one of us said to you, is Richard Simmons... I mean, Richard Simmons' voice is very similar to Pussy Pals' voice. Which we politely asked you not to do any more features on. So then you were like, oh fine, I won't do any more Pussy Pal features. What about Richard Simmons?
Just
no.
Just you wait till the crossover episode when Richard Simmons meets the Pussy Pals. It's But, no, yeah, maybe I'm addressing concerns that the Pussy Pals were in some way, or could be construed as even though they're not misogynist. Hello, someone's coming in through the fire escape.
I'm not happy with the level of appreciation that guy had. How'd you use your towel?
He's my favourite. You got a free pass. So yeah, I was saying, if you're so sure that it's not like a wig that turns you into Richard Simmons, you won't mind me putting it on, will you?
Absolutely not. It's not going to happen, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Nottingham!
Debbie!
Hi, Debbie! Oh, hi, aren't you pretty? I just got bummed in from Miami Beach and boy, is my ass tired! Life has been so much easier since I got my transcontinental bumming machine. Just enter the coordinates, stand on the bumming plate, and brace yourself for impact as a mechanical dick fucks you to your destination. It's fast, and it's safe, and you get bummed to boot. Now, Nottingham. Hello, Nottingham. Now, I am a huge fan of Nottingham. And you're all such sweethearts. Yes, you are. You're all adorable. Not like those assholes from Derby or Mansfield or whatever it is you fucking provincial idiots hate.
Someone's been fucking Derby.
They're just bad people. They're not kind. They're the kind of people that make you want to poop in the fruit shoots.
That was a nice thing to say.
It makes you want to poop in their fruit shoots. That sounds just camp, isn't it? It's not funny. Sorry, I took the wig off briefly. I had to breathe.
Back on. Richard Simmons is popping quite a lot as well. Not you.
What else is Nottingham known for? Oh, got lace? I love lace. I love the feel of it against my Gucci goo.
Just can't laugh at it.
Just a thought. I've never said the phrase Gucci goo out loud. Oh shit! Just the thought of a scrap of lace against my Gucci goo is making me want to dance to the oldies. Anyway, I'm a healthy guy who's clearly made a lot of good decisions in life. So people are always getting in touch with me for advice. Oh, sorry. So basically, Richard Simmons got hold of the Twitter account and asked our readers for problems they wanted help with. And
I reckon we could get the real Richard Simmons on this podcast. I mean, obviously we've got him in wig.
Is he not dead?
Yeah, he's alive.
He looks dead.
He's dead like Steve's dead.
this is
Which is to say, not dead.
this is such a realistic Richard Simmons wig that hair actually comes out in your hand as you touch it. I'm not saying he's poorly. I actually need a drink because I've got it in my neck now. I think it's entering my bloodstream. It's actually becoming part of me.
Usually they get that wig out of the packet last night and not just now. To let it breathe.
It's been in my room. I'm riding up and down, drying myself in the shower in it.
I just realised how similar Richard Simmons looks to Annie.
Is that because it has a little label that says Annie wig inside? It is an Annie wig.
I swear to God I haven't seen that.
I can't believe it, I'm so observant! So black.
Yeah, enough mate, I've told you.
So there's
Richard Simmons has laminated these.
No, it's just printed on photo paper, which is a waste of money.
Which I did by accident.
So do you want me to read your question?
Well,
He's got a wig on.
Richard Simmons wouldn't read the questions, would he? Because it just wouldn't be in character.
Dear Richard, how do I stay as svelte and athletic as you have over the years? And that's from somebody called, it's not a name, is it? Classic Winger. Classic Winger. Is that what the name your mother gave you? I don't think it is.
Well, let me tell you something, Winger. This body has survived the ravages of dick-powered transcontinental travel. And while my sexuality isn't a matter of public record, so don't for a minute think that I'm gay, there isn't a dick in the world that hasn't bounced off the walls of my ass canal like a ping pong ball. Do you want to know my secret? Jumpin' jacks. Oh, no, that's not my voice. Never mind. Jumpin' jacks.
What's the word that gets you into Richard Simmons? Like, there must be a word that you have to say to get. I mean,
Debbie.
Debbie. Oh God.
Happy
Debbie.
older Debbie.
I still have dreams.
I was doing Debbie like day in work. You know when you get something in your head and you just start doing it all the time. I just kept doing it, going out loud, going Debbie. It's like you just annoy everyone.
Welcome to my world.
There's always time to fit in a jumping jack. I saw you trying to start the next question. This one isn't over yet. There's always time to fit in a jumping jack, whether you're in the queue at the post office or paying your respects at an open cask funeral. There's never a reason not to pop on a leotard and jumping around like you're trying to hail 4 taxis. And if you're in a hostage situation and the captain has said, no jumping jacks or he'll kill your family because he hates freedom, do them anyway! Call that bastard's bluff! And if he does shoot your family, you'll still be young, taut, and attractive enough to get another one. So
Who thinks they can do a good Richard Simmons voice?
No. Oh, we got
a
Guess
very
Simmons.
good. And you're really close to the microphone. This works out perfectly.
I think he meant one of us for the show.
Yeah, go for it. Richard Simmons, yeah.
Yeah. You've got to put the wig on.
What are we going to read? Hello!
Put the wig on.
A little bit more sinister.
We don't want to hear your voice when you put the wig on.
I've got fucking brown hair, I'm not fucking like that. You can't instantly change, it doesn't work like that. That's better. You look like somebody famous. But not Richard Simmons.
It's a bit like Leo Sayer or Mick Hucknall.
I think you like it. Napoleon Dynamite.
You do look like a young Mick Hucknall actually.
Oh God, this is awful. I'm reading it out.
I've got an improv.
Well,
Do it in the
I'll do
voice.
it in the voice.
Answer the questions in the voice.
Okie dokie.
I think you're gonna have to get more drugs.
Richard Simmons, after being terrified of being found out, committed a terrible crime. Yes, officer.
Okay, Richard Simmons. Hello, regular features / Richard Simmons. I have no direction in life, and my motivation is low. Please help from Jason, age 25. How can Jason get more motivation?
This
the voice.
This is really fucking hard, man. You have put yourself on a spot.
That's a depressing question. So, to keep yourself more motivated.
Say Debbie and then you'll...
Debbie! I keep myself more motivated by having a nice robotic dick send me to another place in the world and I don't know, I'm not good at improv.
Did you just say a robotic dick?
That's what I assumed it was.
You say you're not good at improv, but you did alright.
I'm not pedantic, but it's more of a mechanical thing than a robotic.
I can only apologize.
He's doing a really good voice.
Yeah, yeah, I'm jealous. Come on,
I can wink back.
That's about it. Yeah.
Jason, has that helped you?
I've got a lot of time for that.
It's what you want all the time.
Do we have another question from the Twitter readers?
I woke up this morning with a pineapple shoved halfway up my arse and a faint sense of loss. What happened? Sorry, I should probably do this, shouldn't I? That's from Christian DeMont.
Now I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Some people when they wake up with a big juicy pineapple in their butt might think, well, there goes my dignity and what remained of my ass. And to an extent, that's true. You do need to look at the chain of events that led up to a great big pineapple getting launched. That's fine.
You need to get logged.
Which one of you's gonna get logged tonight?
Once but never again.
What's that? Getting lodged in your hot patootie. A great big pineapple getting lodged in your hot patootie. There, can someone edit that together? I'm sure we got all the fucking words. And think, is that at the point at which I could have stopped the pineapple going all the way into my butt potatoes? Think back to how the night unfolded. Did a man at any point say, can I put a pineapple up your arse? Maybe there was a plaque in the building that has a warning sign with a picture of pineapple going into your butt. Maybe when you were arranging a safe word, you didn't add the phrases, and don't put a pineapple. But look on the bright side. You've lost your dignity, but you've gained a pineapple. So turn your legs and eat your self-esteem back.
Really good. Does anybody else think that they can do a really good Richard Simmons impression for a badge?
Whoa. The temptation of a badge. Coupled with the fear. The wig's on the table. Maybe one of you two would like to do it, or maybe we could all.
It might make more sense.
Yeah, Matt. Go on.
I'm gonna look silly in this. I'm silly. I said it. All right. I'm gonna look silly.
Smileys!
This is just my hair.
What, do the voice trick in the wig?
I need to. All right. That's me.
Debbie! Debbie! What's the question, Gavin?
Is it one of them from there?
Oh no, I'll go.
No,
that's a script.
Okay, fine.
Gab, I'm not an improviser.
This
I
one-
can't believe we
okay.
expected other people to be.
This was written on the side of a bit of envelope.
It's the.
I think they've had that in their pocket for a while. But it says, "Why am I single?"
Who's it from?
It's Patricia.
Amazing. When you sounded like the chicken lady from Kids in the Hall, I turned around and you actually looked like her.
Who's this from? Who's this from?
Hang on, who's this? Why are you single? Are you single as well? Because I can solve this right now. You've got an onion, darling. The world is your onion.
God. Richard Simmons doing an onion pop monologue. Let's go for it.
The thing about onions. You gotta do this, and you gotta do that. And then you gotta get an onion up inside you. Oh, baby!
You need to be released from the demon.
Never do that to me again.
I will say, if you're single and you're single, and you both came to this podcast together,
That's not how dating works.
I think you see where this is going.
I can't be like, I've seen two things next to one another. If you get shopping like that, your fucking cooking would be shit.
What's going on here?
You already turned me down.
He already turned you down.
It's how she showered.
Thanks for bringing that one out.
I mean, he's still come tonight, so he's obviously interested.
That's not what Stop mashing people together like they're plasticine.
This is how Patricia and her fella started. Look how that ended up.
I'm Richard Simmons and I want a question to stop the awkward.
Sorry. In my head, that ended a lot better.
You're not fucking Oprah, right? Right. What do you say to people? No, what would you say?
This is a badly worded
Do
question.
I read this out as it's written?
Yeah, go for it.
What do you say to people who keep asking the same question looking for different answer? That would be great.
No funny answer to that, but fuck off. Stop asking the same question looking for a different answer. If you want advice, either take my advice or just fuck off. Come back to me next week having not taken my advice and ask me the same fucking question.
That was too real.
Hiya, next question please.
At the start.
Also, you put these questions in, so you knew you were going to answer like that. Sorry.
Did you not see in square brackets, take the wig off? I give myself stage directions because I can't trust a single inch of my life.
He's a pro guy. He's a pro.
This is dark.
I'm amazed I managed to put the wig back on without telling myself to.
And if you look carefully, there's a tiny microfilm in Gav's hand saying, "Embarrass everybody in the front row." I'm stuck at the start of level 2 in flashback for the Amiga. I've got a lot of time for that. It's a
Solid.
fucking hard game. It looks like I can jump the gap, but it's too high up. That's from Kretmeister.
Oh, Cretty. Kretmeister. Cretty Kret Kret. Oh, you big booby doo. You're thinking too hard, you big silly Billy. Just run to the end of the platform and you'll automatically make the jump. Now, I know. Some people would say that to have one single moment of automatic jumping in a platformer is flawed game design and counterintuitive to the point of hostility to the player. To which I say, why have you got to be such a negative Nelly? I like to think of it as an invisible bumming machine from the future that propels you to the leg. I used to think that the future of bumming machines would be huge interstellar bumming machines with dicks the size of stars. But now I realize that the future of bumming machines is millions of tiny invisible dicks bumming you about your daily life. The air will be a soup of nano dicks bumming their way into your bloodstream. And I'm not gay, it's a matter of record, I've never spoken of my sexuality, but that is super hot.
Thanks, Richard. Got my question.
Debbie.
Oh, I love you so much.
Oh no, what an unsatisfactory end to the Regular Features Live podcast. Thank you for listening, and do remember, if you'd been in the room, you would have seen this live podcast in its full entirety because of the nature of physics. If you would like to see a live podcast, we are doing another live podcast on Monday. That's right, Monday. This Monday. Yes, that one. No, you missed it. No, this one. Yes. Dates! November the 2nd. Monday, November the 2nd at the Canal Cafe Theatre. Tickets are still available and you should come along and watch a live podcast in person. If you can't make this one, that's fine, because there's another on December the 7th. So if you can't come on Monday, why not come them instead? Thank you. To buy a ticket for the go to canalcafetheatre.com and have a good day. Yeah. Goodbye.